Hey, I'm just making a kind of a video vlog for my subscribers. I mean, I haven't made videos regularly for quite a while, and there's a lot of reasons for that. It's not because I don't want to. I've been through a lot of things in my life, but I still love YouTube. I still love uh, my videos. I even watched a couple of my videos of from a while back and like the one where I had my work job video from like 2010 to 2018. I'm so glad I don't work there anymore. That was literally, it was like all I could do was work and eat and sleep because I had to work so much mandatory overtime. But like in recent years, last year I work at a place where I have a much nicer schedule. It's like eight in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. It's like a light industrial assembly job, making components for sailboats of all things. A couple of years before that, I did work at the Trek Bicycle Company in Waterloo. And if you know anything about the bicycle business, there was a big push because of COVID where everybody wanted to buy anything with two wheels and a set of pedals and a chain. But that kind of like collapsed and I was working overtime there too, where I had to start so early, and it was a long commute. It was almost an hour each way. But I'm kind of glad I left that job because it just became too much. But it was kind of like a really cool place to work. So kind of like bike paradise in a way. If you watch if you go to like the Trek, one of the Trek channels, a drone tour. It's called a drone tour. You can briefly see me working in that video. But anyway, on this vlog, I just want to like touch base with people, and I got a couple things I want to show you because I made my vinyl and photography related videos, and I found a kind of a grail, I guess. I made a video where one of my vinyl videos a few years ago where I talked about a group called the New Colony Six, and they were like a Chicago-based group that tried to go out to LA to make it big, and then for various reasons, they came back and um, there's a guy called Pop Goes to 60s, and he actually did a little feature on the history of this group. But anyway, their earliest record, uh, their families actually started like a little record company called Centaur, and they made their first record, and they were kind of like they were interesting history because they from album by album their progression was almost like the Beatles. They made like huge strides between albums. They started out as kind of like a garage kind of band, then they went with like a lot of heavily produced kind of like folk rock psych, and then they went into like power ballads and things like that. um, but anyway, I their first record is so vet was so limited that was so limited in their release. Luckily, one of the companies that re-released records called Sundazed Music actually re-released their original record, and this is the record Breakthrough. And the thing about this, I'll show the disc. And yeah, the record says Sundays, but you see that big S? That is not like a logo of Sundays. That was actually the logo of the record company that the families of this group started, called Centaur. And their second album called their second album was actually on Centaur, and I have the original record, and I did make a video a while back of that. But this is a very cool record. It has like that kind of like garage band kind of like arrangements with like kind of like tone, a guitar, special tone, a lot of echo chambery vocals and organ, and they were great singers. That was what was really cool. They were very good singers. in their original lineup. They had lineup changes throughout their history. Um, but I was really glad to get this record. And the funny thing was, when I was looking for this record on like eBay, there were different online stores, and I wasn't really um, looking where these stores were located. But anyway, I went through the digital whatever hoops to order this record, and I ended up actually getting this record from a store in Israel. And I thought, with all the trouble going on in the Middle East, it's like at first eBay said it was going to take me something like a month and a half to get this record, and but the funny thing was, it only took maybe like a week and a half, and I got no tracking. If you order stuff, there's like they'll give you like tracking and all this, and but I got none of that, and so I thought, well, it's going to be a long wait because eBay said, oh, we wouldn't get this until like a couple months or something, but I got it much sooner than I expected, and it was only like about $22 or something, which is cool. It's 180 gram vinyl too, but it's a very cool record. But anyway, on my one of my other hobbies or whatever, I've done some photography related videos, and I want to start doing camera review videos and stuff like that. But I think tomorrow, today is the 15th of June, and tomorrow there's like a car show called British Car Field Day in a town near me, and I'm gonna take this camera. It's has a cool history. I have three of these actually, these Spotmatics, and there's like a guy named Romping Bronco who like fixes cameras, and he's very fond of these cameras as I am also. But the cool thing about this camera, this is pretty much excellent condition. And when I found this at an antique mall in my town, first I saw it and I thought, well, I already have a couple of these. It's like, I'll let someone else have a chance. But then I did buy it later, and it had this case. And the cool thing is it even had this little extra case that holds this lens. This is an original metal lens shade. And the cool thing about this, I studied these cameras too. This is a 1.4 lens, and if you know anything about Pentax lenses or these screw mount lenses, this is actually the first 1.4 with the extra elements. So this is a very valuable lens. It had the famous radioactive coating glass or whatever, but that's not really an issue. But I just love these cameras because this is the era where everything was metal. All the controls and dials and things were metal, so that nothing's going to break on this camera. So tomorrow I'm going to go to this car show, and I got a 100 speed film in here, so I'm going to like try it out. The light seals are good, and I can't remember if I actually redid the light seals on this. But I have so many cameras that down the road I want to like resell, maybe locally on local Craigslist or whatever. But that's what I've been up to lately. But I am giving, like basically I said, I'm giving a shout out to a lot of my loyal subscribers to let them know that I'm still here, and I still watch a lot of I like to watch a lot of videos also with like these interests like records. I don't, to be honest, I don't really watch a lot of other vinyl community videos. That's the nice thing. Like a lot of vinyl community members, they're not like me. I in a way I think I was one of the original. I didn't even know there was a vinyl community many years ago when I started making videos about records. But I've seen people come and go. I think some people think they're going to make, they're going to make a lot of money or something, and then they kind of burn themselves out. They make too many videos or whatever. I'm not like that. When I started my channel 15 years ago, I wanted to make it a variety, and I wanted to do it in the guise of being a broadcaster. I don't like correspond like ham radio where it's like you're talking to people back and forth in the comments section. Although honestly, if someone has a question that I haven't already answered in the video, I will correspond. I will give you an answer. Um, Same thing, my other main interests are bicycles. Uh, Being that I had all this bicycle experience, that's what helped me get into the Trek company. When, like I said, I did work there for a couple of years. So, but I'm just gonna close this video before it gets too long and say that yeah, I thank you for watching. I still get, you know, fair amount of views every month, even though I haven't made that many videos in the recent years. So I'm gonna try to change that because I do have a lot of vinyl finds that I haven't shown, I haven't filed away in my collection yet. So I would say look for that coming up pretty darn soon. So with that, I want to say thank you for watching, and hope you see you here again real soon on my channel. Thank you very much.